Let's take a look at the general scenario of visual impairment all around the world. There are millions of people who are visually impaired. Now let's take a look at the statistics that is given by the World Health Organization, and according to them, about 284 million people are visually impaired worldwide, and among them 39 million are completely blind. And we can see that the 245 million have low vision. So, how does that affect world economy? About 90% of the world's visually impaired live in developing countries. So as you can imagine, that really affects the development of those developing countries because they are not being able to use a huge number of people that they have. So now, what's the big idea here? Our big idea is that we want to involve all the visual impaired people in the growth of our world economy. And in that way, we can make a better world. How? If the visual impaired people can live the life the way we do, it not only makes us happy to give them that chance to enjoy their life, but help them contribute to the world economy the way the normal people do. Now let's take a look how does that reduce hunger and poverty. It's very easy. The more people we can involve in world economy, the easier it gets to reduce hunger and poverty. So now let's take a look at the ThirdEye phone client components. As you can see on the screen, there are lots of components developed for those visually impaired people. The most important of all is the routing, and afterwards it comes accident detection, nearby places, and so on. Hearing is a great asset for visually impaired people. As they cannot see, they need to take decisions based on what they make out of the sound that they hear. The game that we developed for them makes use of the phone's compass and the sound. The visually impaired gamer has to put the phone's headphones on to play the game. Then she will hear sounds coming towards her, coming from different angles, and based on that, she needs to move the phone quickly to put it in the way of that sound, as if she is blocking a speeding object using a shield. This will help them increase their hearing capabilities to a great extent, and not to mention that's pure fun. Here we have a demonstration.
Time. Current time is 7:16 a.m. Walking menu. Set your destination. Communication menu. Phone call. Internet menu. Search on Wikipedia. Music menu. Reading text.
Then let's take a look at the ThirdEye web client components. The favorite places, tracking, routing history, ebook upload, and the custom membership provider. These are the web components that we have developed for them. This is the web interface that we have developed for the vision impaired people, friends and family members. This is the history page. On this page they can browse the Bing map. They can see every places that their family members went to. They can search for every kind of routing history of their vision impaired family members. This is the phones page. One account can have multiple phones registered to it, and a user can add new phone. And this is the places page. On this page you can save your favorite places so that they can be used from the phone client, and you can also edit them as you wish. Now this is our content place. From this page you can select your phone that you want your content to be uploaded to, and after that you can upload an ebook from your computer. You can also see the preview of that ebook. These are the web service components that we have developed for our system. and these services are being consumed by both of our web client and the phone client. The most important service that we have developed is the speech service. To develop that service, we have used Microsoft Speech API, and the OCR, we have used it for reading paper books to the visually impaired people. Now let's take a look at the ThirdEye system overview. The most important part of our whole ThirdEye system is the phone client that is running on the Windows Phone 7 platform. And the phone client is directly communicating with the WCF RIS services, and the RIS services is storing and fetching the data to and from the SQL Server 2008. And our web client component, which is developed in ASP.NET, that is also communicating with the SQL Server for its data storage. So this is the general overview of our whole ThirdEye system. On the left hand side, we have our phone client, which has all the listed features available for our visually impaired people. On the right hand side, there we have the web client that is specially developed for the friends and family of those visually impaired people. And in the middle, we have WCF RIA services and the SQL Server 2008. The RIA services are actually developed to be consumed by both of our clients, and it also keeps a communication between the SQL Server and the service itself. It's our main important feature, the routing system overview. There were lots of routing technology available currently in this world, but the problem is that all of those routing technologies are for those people who can already see. So we thought what we can develop for the visually impaired people.
174 degrees. Keep going. Turn right 77 degrees. Keep going. Waypoint bypassed forward. You have reached your destination.
The visually impaired people are very much likely to commit an accident. So that's why we have developed this accident detection system. Whenever they will commit an accident, there will be a sudden change in the accelerometer data. And based on that data, we will actually detect if there is a real accident or not. After we have successfully detected an accident, we will immediately notify the friends and family members of that particular visually impaired people through our web services. Reading is a big problem for all the visually impaired people, so that's why we have created this ebook reader for them so that they can read all the ebooks that they can access.
Communication menu, Internet menu, Music menu. Double-click to start reading MVC Music Store. Tutorial, Vita 0, 147 total pages. ASP.NET MVC Music Store Tutorial version 2.0 John Galloway.
We have also created a whole entertainment system for them. They can search music over the internet, they can listen to them, they can play, pause, or anything they like. They also can read news, they can search over the Bing, and they can also read Wikipedia. These are the keyboards that we have specially developed for blind people. The leftmost one is the numeric keypad, and then alphabetic and symbolic. As you can see, the ThirdEye client is multi-language supported. Apart from English, we are also supporting 3 other languages: French, Russian, and Spanish.
Breaking down. She saw my stare, and she yanked the fabric back in place. 1, 2, 3. Weather is 25 degrees Celsius. Keep going. Keep going. Turn your left. Turn your left. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.